Hi, look, today I just thought it'd be useful to talk about notional rent, the notional rent that you receive from the NHS, the reimbursement that you get via the NHS, your current market rent. We assist a number of practices with their notional rent. It's one of the biggest things that we do. We challenge around 300 to 400 notional rents on a yearly basis. And what we've discovered is around 89% of those practices are underfunded. So 89% of practices that we assess for notional rent aren't getting the correct amount of notional rent. They're underfunded. So on the assumption that that is rolled out throughout the UK, it means nearly 9 out of 10 practices in the UK aren't receiving the correct reimbursement from the NHS, which is why it's so vital to have the notional rent assessed by an independent surveyor. So when you receive the district valuer's opinion, don't just accept it assuming it's correct and in line with the current market, because as I've just outlined, there's a very good chance that it won't be. So just ping it off to the surveying firm. If you've already got a recommended surveying firm, just send it over to them to do some checks. From our point of view, we can check it for you free of charge. It's not even going to cost you any money for us to have a look and just check to make sure it's in line with the current market. So that is just something that is worth noting. Now, when it comes to the notional rent process, before you get to the stage of receiving the district valuer's report, that process can sometimes be extremely long and arduous. And if you've ever gone through the process, you have to chase the ICB on multiple occasions. So there's some tips that's worth contemplating when you go through that process. One of the first things is, the first stage of the process is the ICB will send you the CMR1 forms to fill in. So that Excel spreadsheet that asks you the questions about what your patient list size is, what rooms are used, when they're used, who the main contacts are, etc. So you'll fill in that Excel spreadsheet, the CMR1 form, and then you'll send it off to the ICB. Now, when the ICB send it you, for whatever reason, they always just send you a blank copy. So even though you'll have filled that form in the last time you had a review, they just send you a blank copy, so you have to fill it in again. So the biggest time-saving thing really through the process is if you've got a copy of your previously submitted CMR1 form, either you've got it because it's filed away for safekeeping, or you can contact the ICB and get them to send you the CMR1 form. Then what you can do with the previously submitted form is just update and amend it. Yes, you'll have to check it to make sure nothing's changed, but anything that's changed, you're just updating it and amending it, and that takes minutes rather than potentially hours that it takes to fill it in from scratch. And it also means if you can get hold of the previously submitted form, you actually potentially won't have to wait for the ICB to send you the form anyway. As soon as you are due a review, or perhaps a month or two before you due a review, you can just update the form and send it off to the NHS. And then all you're doing is the ICB will action it, and then you're just waiting for the district valuer to visit and receive the district valuer's report. And you've skipped that stage of having to wait for the ICB to get round to sending you the form. You've just jumped the queue and sent off the completed form. And then when the district valuer's report comes in, like I said, just very, very important that you get a second opinion to make sure the assessment is correct. A surveyor will check to make sure that the value of the premises is in line with the current market, make sure the size of the premises, so make sure the district valuer has not mismeasured the surgery, make sure they've counted the right number of car parking spaces. If you've ever had an extension and received funding for that extension, your notional rent might be abated. And you can also check to make sure that the calculation for that abatement is correct. So there's kind of a lot of things that a surveyor would do to assist you through the process. And I just thought it'd be useful to explain that we can assist you not just at the end of the process in terms of challenging the notional rent, we can assist you through the whole process as well. We can provide contact details for the ICB so you know exactly who to chase. We can assist you with the completion of the CMR1 forms. We can even potentially chase those on your behalf. If we've acted for you before, what we tend to do is store the CMR1 forms, so we can even provide you with the previously submitted CMR1 forms as well. So look, if you need any help or assistance from your notional rent, if you're due a notional rent soon, or if you're overdue a notional rent, or if you're new to practice management, you've not gone through the process before, you just want some information to understand a little bit more about how it works, then feel free to give us a call or get in touch on email. Look at our website, there's plenty more information on there as well.